with the first presentation session, scouting, strategy, and risk management in the winter window, in a window where mistakes are costly and time is pretty short. He knows how smart scouting isn't just about talent, it's about timing, risk, and strategic control. Rasim Memic is our next speaker. Rasim, please join me here on the stage and give one round of applause for our next speaker, Rasim Memic. Thank you very much.
So, hello everybody. Welcome to my presentation. My name is Rasim Memic. I'm the first team scout at Sturm Graz and founder of Holistic Sports. Holistic Sports is a platform for individual development of players. The topic of the presentation is scouting strategy and risk management in the winter window. For first, I want to show you a short presentation video of my club. So let's go on. The next slide, agenda. We are talking about basic facts about the winter transfer window, about risk management, about opportunities in the winter transfer window, and about scouting strategy in the winter transfer window. So some basic facts which are also important for the scouting. The winter transfer window typically lasts up to 4 weeks. Each national association sets its own exact winter window dates, but these must remain within FIFA's allowed framework. Most major leagues in Europe takes from 1st January until 31st January. All international transfers must be processed through the FIFA transfer matching system. In some countries, the winter window is considered the main transfer period. Focus placed on refining the squad and achieving seasonal objectives. And reinforcements approached in a highly selective and targeted way. So now we will speak about risk management in the winter transfer window. On the left side, you'll see some potential performance and sporting risks, and on the right side, I will give you some suggestions how can you manage the challenges or risks which can come in the winter. So the first point is we have a limited observation time and time pressure. Winter window takes shorter than the summer window. What can we do? For me, scouting is a year-round process. We have to observe the whole year. We have to monitor players. We have to scout and to collecting data and informations about players. Video and data scouting is for me very important in the winter transfer window because we don't have time to scouting the players live. Also because of that, that a lot of leagues have preseason and just friendly games. And the last point, communication between coach, sporting director, and scouting team is very, very important. We have to speak the same language. We have to have clear philosophy, which profiles we need to have good and fast decisions. Next point, risk related to adaptation. Because of short time frame, we have to adaptate fast. Some solutions, detailed assessment of the profiles regarding athleticism, technique, tactics, and character, collecting informations from the network about character, mentality, attitude, mindset, etc., and using multiple department decision making. For that point, it's very important to have a clear playing philosophy, to speak the same language. Yeah. Next point, overrating short-term form and losing sight of the long-term perspective. What can we do? It's for me, it's not just about one transfer period, one transfer window. It's always about what we do within 3, 5, 4, 5 transfer windows. So it's always what is squad needing, what are the requirements, and we are always observing 2 points: status quo and perspective. So what can a certain player perform, or how can he perform immediately, and what looks the perspective like? So these 2 points are very important for us. In every scouting report, we have these 2 points between. Next point, profiles and quality, increase pressure to find the right fit, also because of the limited observation time and time pressure. What can we do? Once again, defining of clear profiles. For me, the most important point for the scouting. Focus on players with similar league tactical experience and using data scouting, because data scouting can give us very interesting suggestions and perspectives, especially in the short time period. So next point, market size. What can we do? Shortlist, shadow squad, collecting names, pre-identification, strategic relationships with clubs and agents to get more information, to get better information faster about players. And the last point is about financial risks, potential financial overpayment. What can we do? Implement strict valuation models and avoid panic buys, structured scouting, and preliminary work. So, next point, opportunities. I like to speak much more about opportunities than about risks, because in every tough situation, we have also opportunity to take good steps and make good decisions. So for me, in the winter, you have the opportunity to correct your mistakes made in the summer. You can correct the squad problems, and yeah. Next point, we have the opportunity to strengthen the squad selective and in a very targeted way. It depends on what we need, what are the requirements, what profiles we need. Next point, it allows us to get the access to emerging, overlooked, or undervalued talents, especially when it comes to a club like Sturm Graz. There are clubs above our level, and we often have the opportunity also in the winter to get very good talents from clubs which are on a higher level than we. The young players have very good education, and they can help us and improve or squad and performance. Next point, increased flexibility through loan deals. In the winter, we have often the situation that especially young players, but also a bit older players, they are unhappy at their certain clubs. They are ready to get loaned to get more playing minutes. Next point, competitive advantage in tightly contested leagues, especially in Austria. After a certain numbers of games, it comes to point division in order to create a even more competitive situation and exciting situation in the league until the last game. So every good signing, every good decision in the winter can lead to the to the points which will bring us the success or not success in the winter. So promotion of youth development. Sometimes we have emergency situation based on there is no budget for some transfer fees. So for players with quality who can immediately improve our squad, there is a chance to give your own young players from the second team, from the academy, the chance to play for the first team. I know it's a lot of risks there, but such risks bring also often good opportunities for the club, but also for the young players. Also a point which could be interesting for clubs like Sturm Graz. There are players who are motivated to compete in upcoming World or European Championships, but don't get enough minutes to play at their certain clubs. That it's opportunity for us to convince them to come to Graz and to get more playing minutes, to get to have bigger chances to compete and to participate at a big tournament. So next topic, scouting strategy in the winter transfer window. I already mentioned a few points which are for me very important, but maybe I will repeat it once again here in this slide. Once again, scouting is a year-round process, and for me it's a lot about what happens before the winter transfer window starts. How we prepare ourselves for the winter transfer window. Yes. Next point, playing style and player profiles. For me, it makes the difference between a good scouting, a successful club, and average scouting and average successful club. A clear idea, a clear philosophy regarding playing style and player profiles which fit in the playing style. Collecting potential targets through multiple methods, video data, live and data scouting, shortlist, shadow squad. Like I once said, focus on video and data scouting. It's for me in the winter even more important, because like I said, there are a lot of pre-season games and just friendly games at most of the clubs, so you can not really professional scout and observe a player. The only opportunity in this case, maybe if you if you already finished with video and data scouting to see the player live, his body language, for example, with his communication on the pitch, his attitude, and so on. So identifying undervalued or overlooked talent in January is a very, very exciting point. And for me, it makes the difference between a very good scouting and an average scouting. Because there is opportunity to scout the player who are at the moment overlooked or undervalued, and it can bring the club a lot of opportunities for the in the future. Of course, there is a big risk, but also there are a lot of opportunities to sign such a player. So, collaboration with coaches and sporting directors during urgent scouting, very important point. Like I said, we have to speak the same language. We have to identify ourselves with the playing style, with the philosophy, to can take our steps faster and make decisions faster and better. Last point: tools, platforms, and data. We are also using different platforms like Wisecout, DribbleApp, Impact, Skill Corner. The platforms allow us to get a complete picture of the player in the tactical aspect, but also in the physical aspect. I would say also social media is a very important thing for us to see, to get the first impression about the personality. Of course, you can't know 200% how is the person really, but it helps us to get the first impression about the personality, mindset, attitude, and so on. So now we have two examples from the past, from Sturm Graz. These are two Danish guys. That's the first one we signed in January 2022 from FC Copenhagen. At that moment, FC Copenhagen was above our level, and he didn't get enough playing minutes there. He didn't get enough time there to develop himself. So we used the chance and we signed him for around 2 million. And after 6 months, we sold him for around 20 million to Atalanta. And after that, he moved to Manchester United around 70 million. It's a very good example about the last point which I mentioned. In the winter, you have great opportunities to discover underrated or undervalued players. At the moment, he's on a loan at Napoli FC from Manchester United. The second one is Mika Bireth, also a Danish guy. We signed him in January 2024 from Arsenal. We already knew him as he was at the loan of Walwijk in Holland. But at that time, he struggled with a lot of injuries. So we monitored him further, and after that he moved to FC Motherwell to Scotland, and he performed there very well. So we signed him for a loan in January 2024, and we bought him from Arsenal in the summer 2024 for around 7-8 millions with bonuses and etc. And in the same year, we sold him to FC Monaco for around 15 millions. Great examples. For us, maybe the two biggest transfers in the history of the club, and both of them we made in the winter. So in the winter there are a lot of opportunities to make great things. Thank you very much for your attention.
Oh, thank you. And thank you very much, Rasim. This is really detailed, a really nice presentation. I would like now to get your perspective. Do you have any questions for our speaker, Rasim? Go on, just a moment.
Hi, thank you. And I have actually a couple of questions because both of those deals are just fantastic development play of like developing a player in 6 months and then making a huge profit. I was curious because I follow Arsenal very closely. Was there a problem with the player or something? We were very surprised when he got sold for such a low amount. He was like top talent. He was scoring goals in the under 23, and we thought there might be a problem, like the fans that with the management or something like that. Was there something like that with him?
Can you repeat the main point of the question, please?
When you signed him, like because
you speak about Mika Bireth.
Mika Bireth,
Okay.
yes,
Yeah.
and because he was a top prospect, he was scoring a lot of goals, especially the last time on goal, and suddenly the club decided to sell him, for I think it was less than 7, they said, but maybe with the the add-ons, it was 7. But was there a problem with the player, like a personality, or did he have many injuries, or nothing like that?
No,
Nothing?
not really. No.
Okay.
Before he came to us. So, like I said, he struggled. He was in Holland at loan from FC Arsenal. He struggled with injuries. I don't know how it if it also if it had with his mindset. I can imagine he improved his mindset also. So, and after that, he at Sturm Graz he didn't have any injuries. At FC Motherwell also not, and at FC Monaco he's also performing constantly without injuries. But like you said, he struggled a while with injuries, and yeah. No.
Thank you very much. Maybe someone else, all right? I'm coming to you.
Hi, sir. Thank you so much for the presentation. And we've been following your club for so long time, and I thought it's an opportunity for us to ask you a question and connect. And we represent the African market. We've been investing in the Ivory Coast, where we have a club, and where we detect in the whole West Africa, so Ivory Coast, Senegal, and so on. And we've been seeing that you have some a good record of having some good African players in Austria in general, and in your club as well. How could we connect or work, or you have some connection with preferred agents or countries and everything? and we would like to really establish a connection with you at the club, and you let us know how we proceed in general with the Africa in connecting or scouting the African players on the ground.
Thank you very much. Of course, we can connect. We have signed a few African players directly from Africa, and we have a person who is responsible for the African market.
Okay.
He lives also in Africa. I don't know exactly where, but he lives there, and I think it's very important to have people who lives directly there. But I'm not an expert.
Yeah, on the ground. Yeah, that's very important, actually.
Yeah, to understand the culture, the mentality. Yes, there are also differences between African countries. So you have to understand it to understand the player.
Yeah. I think, that will be really important because we have the club on the ground, we have our partners, and we travel there every 2 months to assess the progress of what we have there. So that will be very interesting. Thank you so much for the presentation anyway, and congratulations for the club. Very good.
Sure,
thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And please, one more round of applause for our Rasim Memic.